So here I am again with another Luffy video, and I know exactly what you guys are thinking. Why Kaio? Why another Luffy video? Well, to be fair, I've never really done the whole power scaling type video before, and I would like to do it eventually in One Piece. I am currently working on it, so stick around because it is coming. I've always wanted to see, is Luffy country level? Is he universal? Is he planetary? I know you guys are probably laughing at the fact of me saying planetary and universal, but I'm just giving examples, you know? But I'm pretty sure everyone will want to know exactly what that is, but I want to see Luffy's feats first. I want actual concrete proof, because if I give you guys, for example, oh yeah, Luffy's planetary, you guys are going to be like, yeah, right, planetary, not going to happen. So yeah, once all the information has been gathered and it's 100% concrete evidence, then I will do that how strong is Luffy video for you. And to be fair, I think it'll be fun to do the likes of Law, Zoro, the entire Straw Hat crew, the Admirals, the Yonko and so forth, because yeah, we want to know exactly how strong One Piece characters are, because we've been seeing videos of like Naruto characters, Bleach characters and so forth. You know, we need that One Piece love, so it's got to happen. But with this how strong is Luffy video, I'm going to be talking about how strong is he going to be after Wano, because to be fair, we've kind of got a guess of where he is right now. I will go over that, like after his fight with Katakuri and Doflamingo. Anything before that, don't really need to, because with Hody Jones, just doing this quickly, pretty much slapped him. Caesar didn't really give Luffy that much trouble. Of course, he did a little bit, but Luffy still slapped him. But when it comes to the likes of Doflamingo and onwards, yeah, that's when things actually started to get spicy. And I'm obviously going to include Big Mom, even though it wasn't really that much of a fight. And, well, to be fair, Kaido pretty much slapped Luffy in their first fight. But, yeah, we will get to that, so don't worry. So, how strong is Luffy? Is he Yonko level? Is he Admiral? Is he Vice Admiral? Or is he basically First Commander level? So, I would say after the fight with Katakuri, yeah, he's basically First Commander level. Do I see him beating someone like Marco, for example? To be honest, it could go either way. I think it would be a high to mid-diff fight for Luffy against Marco, because you guys know Marco's got an insane amount of experience, like being with Whitebeard and knowing what it's like to be with someone on Whitebeard's caliber. So yeah, Luffy, he probably could beat Marco, but then you could say that Marco's just going to absolutely destroy Luffy. And with all of Luffy's current training, which yet we haven't seen because they're on their way to Onigashima, and where we are in the manga right now is that Oden's just fought Kaido and Oden's lost because of, you know, cheating tactics, as I would like to say, and that's why Kaido got in a lucky strike. We still really haven't seen anything apart from like little small glimpses of what Luffy can do with his Armament Haki, or Advanced Armament Haki, or Rio, whatever you want to call it. I do generally think that Luffy, yeah, is going to beat Kaido, and when he does beat Kaido and Wano has finished, do I think Luffy will be on Yonko Admiral tier? Pretty much self-explanatory. Yes, I do. I don't think he'll be like very high tier. I think he will be more accustomed to being on that level, knowing what he needs to do. Because when you see him fight Big Mom back on Whole Cake Island, he pretty much got slapped up. And with Luffy and his current Gear 4 form right now, he's using too much Haki, and that's not benefited him whatsoever. And I do generally think that Luffy will master Gear 4 within this arc, and I think he might have pretty much done that already, because the fact that he's saying Kaido just you wait, and he's been learning Rio and he's mastered it, then I reckon he's not going to have those drawbacks of Gear 4, like he's not going to have to wait 10 minutes and he's not using up too much Haki. I think where he's progressed so much within that week or so, it's going to boost his confidence. It's going to give him more like, okay, yeah, I've got more control over this. And this is what I was explaining in my How Will Luffy Defeat Kaido video, is that when you were looking at those chapters of Luffy learning Rio and going into Gear 4, I was saying that Luffy is trying to master his Haki in Gear 4, and I generally do think that he has done that now. I think it's pretty much obvious. I know not a lot of people are actually going to believe it because we haven't seen anything yet, but to be fair, Luffy is pretty good at mastering a lot of things. I think when Luffy puts his mind to it, he's going to want to learn it, because with Luffy's previous fights against Katakuri and Doflamingo, yes, both times his Haki blew out. Even when using Snake Man, it used a lot more Haki, and again, it blew out. And I think it's got to the point now where Luffy's like, I need to actually master this, because if I'm going to go against someone like Kaido and defeat him, I'm going to need to master Rio, and the best way to do that is by being in Gear 4. And as you could see, Hyogoro was saying to Luffy, you're using too much power, using too much brute strength. So Luffy is trying to sort of balance it out where he's like, okay, I can use it here, but also my haki isn't going to blow out, so I need to get used to that. And I think the way that Luffy is right now, he's so confident that he can do it, that I think that when we all see it, it's going to be amazing. I know a lot of people are going to say it's an arse pull, that he's defeated Kaido, bloody blah, it's going to happen, but at the end of the day, Luffy needs to prove himself. We've seen it countless times against Big Mom, against Katakuri, against Cracker, for example, Doflamingo. Luffy's Gear 4 form hasn't really been that great. Like, Luffy had to be pushed, like he had to go into Snake Man to defeat Katakuri because the Future Haki sight was just too good. Way too good. And that's another factor as well, is that Luffy was practically using like Future Haki sight very well back in Udon. Like, he was saying to Hyuga, right, he's coming from the left, he's coming from the right, he's coming from above, below, whatever way you want to say it. So Luffy needs to progress, he needs to push his Future Haki sight, he needs to master that, he needs to master Advanced Armament Haki, and he needs to also do that with Conqueror's Haki, which will eventually happen in due time, of course. But at the end of the day, Luffy will go into this second fight knowing his experience with fighting Kaido before, because he tried a lot of things and it didn't work. Kaido just literally got back up, so he knows that Kaido does have like a really good like defensive capability, and to be fair, Luffy needs to work on that, but he also needs to be strategic in this fight. He's gonna be, because at the end of the day, we've pretty much seen, he said he's gonna crack Kaido's scales, and he's gonna exploit Kaido's weakness. He's gonna open him up like a tin of baked beans. It's gonna happen, like it needs to, because at the end of the day, Luffy is good with fighting. He's very smart when it comes to that. He's just like Goku when it comes to fighting. Like, he will observe what his opponent's going to do, he'll see a way of working around it. And to be fair, like I said, with his first experience of fighting Kaido, yes, he got one-shotted, but at the end of the day, he used Conqueror's Haki while being unconscious. Like, Kaido mentioned that, like, he's looking down at him and he says that brat is staring at me, and it is like the most evil stare you could think of. You could see that Luffy's like, nah, alright, you might have got this one on me, but when it comes to our second fight, it's going to be the final fight, mate, and you are going down. So yeah, be prepared for an all-out battle, because you know for a fact those two guys are going to go all out. Luffy's going to go ham, Kaido's going to go ham, and then when Kaido does go down and Luffy wins, he's going to be stepping out there like, I did it, I actually defeated the first Yonko. Do I think the Big Mom will be taken out in this arc? There is a chance, yeah, but then to be fair, there probably won't be a chance. It probably could come at a later date, but since the fact that they're joining together, it could be a 2-for-1 sale with Luffy on the Yonko. Like, he could go in, you know, all guns blazing and, you know, laying down that, yeah, I'm the next guy. I'm the guy that's going to be taking the both of you out. But then to be fair, can Luffy take on 2 Yonkos? I think that's definitely pushing it. I think taking on one, especially being the main guy Kaido, that's where you want to go. You want to go for the big fish. Not saying that Big Mom isn't a big fish, she is, but for someone like Kaido and for Luffy to take him out, that's going to show something. And to be fair, if anyone is probably going to take on like Big Mom, might be Kid and Law, but then to be fair, both of their like main target is Kaido as well. So I think it all depends on how it's all going to go down. But to be fair, I think with Luffy's strength, like, yeah, I'd say at the moment for me personally, because we haven't seen anything, I'd still probably place him on, yeah, very high first commander level, and after Wano's finished, I think he will, yeah, generally be on that early Yonko tier. People like Akainu and Blackbeard, and then you've got the likes of Kizaru, Kuzan, and Fujitora. I think they may still be trouble because they're experienced. I'm not saying that Big Mom and Kaido aren't experienced enough, but I think there may be something there that Luffy will be able to exploit of both their weaknesses and be able to take them out, but obviously on separate occasion, because I generally don't think it's going to be a 2-for-1, to be fair. Like, yeah, as fun as that sounds, I just don't see it happening, unfortunately. But as like I said, with the experience of those admirals and the fleet admiral and like the rest of the Yonkos, yeah, it's going to be very hard, and I think Luffy's definitely going to get some very good experience out of this. So yeah, I'm generally excited to see how strong Luffy's going to be. I think it's going to be amazing to see like our boy Luffy at the end of like Wano saying, yeah, I'm stamping my mark down, boys, come at me, let's do this, let's kick some booty. It is going to be fun because we are going to be entering the end game after Wano's finished. Sad times, but you know, it's going to eventually come to an end. But yeah, I think that wraps up my video, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed doing this video. It was actually really fun. So yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you liked anything that I had to say and you enjoyed my video on how strong is Luffy, give this video a big fat thumbs up. I greatly appreciate that. Let me know down in the comments below, how strong do you think Luffy will be, because I'm wanting to see exactly what other people's opinions are. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also, make sure you hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a post, and I will see you guys for the next video, which will be how strong will Zoro be after Wano. Until then, see ya.